Okay.
I feel betrayed by you, but alright, I don't mind. Oh, this is a map that we just saw last time as well, so that's nice. You already know that one at least the first two CPs. That's the beginning.
Have you advertised your stream, by the way, on TM Live and in other servers?
No, I didn't.
We get going.
I didn't.
Would you like me to go do that, or?
Yeah, sure, just go.
All right, I'll go do that while this starts up, and you can explain to me who's done good on this map as the warm-ups begin. And,
the very best players on this map are Scandia and Tails, at least from the online perspective, because they played this map a lot whenever it came on the server, but we can't really say who is the best on this map, because many people also practice offline, of course, in solo mode. So, we can expect Scandia and Tails to be the most consistent on this, probably, or maybe. But I don't want to do one big vote on some player, you know? It can be anyone, to be honest, because the map is also not easy. There are many corners which you can fail pretty easily. Or maybe you just retire accidentally, you know? You never know. If I would want to put my bets on someone, I would prefer Scandia over Tails, to be honest, because Tails tends to do some weird stuff. So yeah, let's see what happens.
So I will be just putting this text all over the place, so don't mind me if I ping you a few times.
Yeah, just do. I don't mind. I'm not having it open anyway, and I'm in streaming mode, so it doesn't ping me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
So I just put in TM News, so thank you for that insight.
No problem.
Let's see if someone else, though, did it in offline mode, right? As you said, they might have some offline mode experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And that they've not shown their true colors on this map just yet.
Yeah, that may pretty nicely be. Because on the server there are 10 maps with 4-hour time limit each, so people couldn't play every map when they wanted to, right? So a couple that just practice offline instead.
So some people have some very weird names. So before we get started, before I butcher anyone's name, I'd like to know who's who, right? So
just press tab and I'm giving you a run through, alright? From top to bottom.
Right.
It's
so
Hugo, Scandia,
Scandia,
or just Scan. It's probably easier. Reba.
Reba.
Yeah, well, Kekaboy, Hazard. The one without a name is actually just named unnamed. That's his name.
Wait, that's his actual name.
Yeah, that's his actual name.
For me, his name is this player is not connected via.
Yeah, his player name is unnamed. It's pretty nice. I like it.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, Locks Out, Skiz, Eagle, Tails, Dave, Yura, pretty much only. You can't call him Yura Yo-Yo, of course, but it's just Yura for mostly. And Xerox. Pork.
Xerox. Okay, yeah, these names are pretty easy-ish for the most part, except for Unnamed and Yua. I would have totally said those names wrong. I think I would have said Scan's name wrong as well. But otherwise...
It may happen.
That may happen. Yua, I would have probably said Aw instead. You know? I would have said the letter A in Quebec French.
So now I have to double check if there are only players playing who also qualified though. Because I'm not quite sure. Wait, can you hold tab for me?
Yes.
So, Scandia is qualified, Tails is qualified, Dave is qualified, Reba is qualified, Xerox is, Yuwa Skiz, Kekaboy, unnamed. Locks Out, Hazard, Hugo. Who else is here who qualified? Eagle is also qualified, alright. Yeah, they're all qualified besides Buddy. The Swiss flag on 15.
I'm not gonna lie, Buddy did seem a little bit quick, having just watching him overall playing in the warm-up map. So I don't know, maybe he has some offline experience here to show off.
I mean, he's just in spectator mode, so he isn't even playing. But he's
not gonna be playing?
No, he's not playing. I mean, he's not qualified, so he can't be playing anyway. But yeah, everyone who's playing right now is also qualified, so that's pretty nice. Nobody is trying to join a player state here. Wait, where's first place, by the way? Where's Tails? Tails didn't retire yet. Scandia is probably first. Right? Yeah, he is.
I mean, we are in warm-up, right? So it doesn't really matter. But
oh, can you track local records here? Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. If you type in chat /ztrack local1, you can track his current CP times against the world record time.
Can you write that to me in Discord? That'd be great.
Or just here. Just put a slash in front, and then there's a box underneath which shows you the current CP times against the world record times.
How do you type anything? What?
Just open chat.
Huh? Oh, you have to write C before typing.
Yeah, I don't know. No, you usually don't. I just press enter.
Oh, it's enter. No.
You don't know how to open your chat?
Maybe I unbinded it. I'm not gonna lie.
And maybe it's just space for you.
Oh, there it is. I found it. Yeah, it is space.
Yeah, good job. That's the usual binding, I guess.
Thank you.
No problem, I'm trying my best. So you can compare versus world record time now.
Right.
I need to go into playing state once, because for me it doesn't work, sadly.
I like how unnamed is just called this player is not connected via internet.
Yeah. It's just a thing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I like it as well.
Is that something he nicknamed himself, or is that the game actually like?
Oh, I don't know that. I always took it as it is, to be honest. I never questioned it why it is like that.
It's even written in like a weirdly different font.
Yeah, it's the TMNF usual font. It's also translates to every language. So for me, it's in German.
So that sounds like something that game would do, not something.
Yeah, it's something the game is doing, because for the game he isn't connected to the internet. So that's not what he nicknames himself, it's what the game tells to him. And his name is just unnamed, and it fits pretty nice.
How do you even do that? I don't understand.
Ooh! Scandia had to respawn and no Tails is back at him. So the two most practiced guys on this map are head-to-head now in warm-up. Because Scandia had to respawn because he failed the finish. That's pretty nice. So we can see those two failing next to each other now.
Oh man. So the only place where remember how I said I don't update Discord on my computer? I did update it on my phone and it's super buggy now. So I regret having updated it on my phone. Oh man. Alright, well, let's get back into this because there are how many minutes left of the warm-up? 5 minutes left?
When someone finishes, a 4-minute timer starts for the other guys to finish.
Oh, okay. So this could be very much so longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah, depends on when someone finishes, of course. Well, see, Hazard practice offline. Yeah, see, now the 4-minute timer started after the first finisher.
Right.
It's the same for live rounds as well.
Oh man, some of these camera angles are kind of weird. Is there a way to like to fix the camera angle?
You can press on where the camera button is, and then you can change between cams.
Follow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do follow, because that looks a lot better than replay. All right, thank you.
No problem. I'm here for you.
I'm learning about this game.
That's nice.
And I've advertised our stream.
Where's Unnamed? So. Oh, he's also here. Well, nice, nice.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, Tails' pet likes to die, by the way. So he already prepared if his batteries doesn't work.
Oof.
That's great.
That is one hungry controller.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Oh, Eagle isn't even playing. He's standing AFK in the start. Did a third guy finish right now? Oh, Hugo is going to finish. Oh. Well.
I'm looking at the fight between Raiba and Kekaboy.
Raiba?
That's what I'm looking at. they're fighting it out right now to see who's the better player.
Are they third place? I'm not sure who's third place. There's no way to follow who's
sure
third right now.
I don't think they are because I don't. How do you say his name again? It's not How do you say it?
What do you mean?
What is it? The person who I knew, I wouldn't be able to say their name properly.
Yua.
Yua, there you go. He just respawned ahead of both of them, so they were
No.
definitely not
KK is more in front.
KK is more in front.
Yeah,
now,
Hugo is also, Unnamed is also, Locks Out is also. They're all in the end right now, on the last section.
They're all in the end. Okay.
Yeah, there are 4 people's finishing now.
KK seems pretty fast, but it seems like he crashed a few times.
Locks Out is just styling. Great. Finishing backwards.
Oh, Unnamed was actually ahead of Kekaboy, who Kekaboy is actually catching up to.
Now you made me curious how his name works by Unnamed. How does that even work? I'm not sure.
I have no idea how that name works, but
Yeah.
Unnamed has a very, very special name. And, I mean, that is props to him for figuring out that way to have a name like that.
Why is Keka not
is
simply
very
finishing? I feel
Oh
trolled.
no, he is trolling.
I like it. Oh!
Oh, they're honking at each other.
We were just passing by. Nice. And Dave is the last one, right? Because Eagle isn't playing. No, Yura is still here. Yura.
Yeah, Yura Jojo is still playing.
Yeah, Yura Yo-Yo? Jura Jojo? Something like
well,
that.
no, you said he was a weeb, right? So that's obviously a JoJo reference.
Well,
name.
true. He likes to
So
watch VTubers all day, so...
Okay, yeah. It's obviously JoJo. If his name is Yura, that's still JoJo.
Oh no, he can't finish, right? Can he? I'm not sure.
Let's see. Can he finish? Hold your breath. He has 14 seconds left.
Oh wait, who is the other guy who didn't finish yet?
Eagle.
Oh, Xerox as well.
Xerox?
Oh, Xerox just started playing. He's in the middle of the map. Never mind.
Okay. Oh, no.
Oh, that's sad.
So, are we going to start playing now, Mr.
Yeah, exactly.
Strawberry?
It's live right
Alright.
now.
So, good luck, have fun to everyone. And let's hope for some sick times here. Maybe not world record, obviously, right?
Well,
Local record
maybe.
is 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Do you expect that to be our top finishing time here?
Well, let's see, I would say. I don't expect a 730C because, well, it's very, very hard to do. And people have to be consistent on this instead of going for our time attack hunting lines, going for world record. So we may also see quite a couple of safe strats instead of going for the full speed lines.
So right now we see that there's a big pack up front, including Scan, Hugo, Unnamed, and Tails.
Unnamed
Hazard
not
and
anymore.
Yuga are just behind. No one's really... Well, there's been a lot of deaths so far, right? There's a lot of bloodshed. But it's not been too bad. It's not as bad as I actually expected.
Yeah, also expected more people to die instantly in the start. So it's pretty nice to see that they died after first CP and not instantly.
Right. Oh, Unnamed had to restart at a checkpoint. So now it's all Tails, Scan, and I don't see the player behind them
Hugo.
anymore. So
It's Hugo.
Hugo is still there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm watching from Hugo's perspective.
Alright. So right now... okay, so everyone is very, very close together.
Yeah, Tails and
That's
Scan,
good to
they
see.
are insanely close together.
As you expected, right? As you had predicted. So that's very, very good for these players.
They are pretty much on the same millisecond right now, pace-wise. They both go for a cut here. Did he fail? Did Tails fail it? No, he was just a little...
No,
he has
Tails
better
is going
speed!
the long one.
Yes.
He's got a lot more speed. Yeah.
Now they're catching back together, probably.
Oh, an intentional wall hit. Interesting. So there's a lot of interesting strats here.
He failed.
Ooh,
Tails is dead.
Reset.
Hugo is overtaking Tails as well. Oh, Tails is failing again. Alright, let's see if Hugo can catch up with Scandia. I'm not gonna lie, I don't expect it, but maybe Scandia has a weird respawn again as he did in the warm-up round.
might be possible, but he is behind by about 5-6 seconds, I want to say, because he didn't go for the cut. So let's see what he does. He is a little bit behind. Let's see if he knows of a little trick, or maybe he'll just be more consistent. He clips his wheels and Tails does catch up to him, but they are neck and neck now. So fighting for silver medal right now between Hugo and Tails. Hugo resets.
Tails also failed to jump, by the way, and he's going for a safe route right now. Usually you jump that grey ramp to the upper part, but he went the low route because he failed the angle for the jump. So that's just a safe strat, which is a little bit slower, but which you have to do if you don't want to respawn, of course.
So while you look at Tails and Hugo and all that other jazz, let me look at Scan here. Let's see if I can jinx him and get him to respawn at some point. Maybe 20 seconds away from a checkpoint, and get ourselves a nice little fight here, huh? A little caster's curse, maybe.
That always happens, right?
Oh, of course. I often do it just on purpose because there's a lot of people who are skeptical, right? Who believe in supernatural forces such as the caster's curse and other stuff like that. And so I like to feed those people's fears, right? By pretty much doing exactly what they don't want me to do, which is curse these people, right? By saying, oh, they're on such a good run, they haven't made a mistake yet. And that's when they make a mistake, right? When you say
definitely
such things.
You don't even need to believe in something like that, it always happens, so there's more than enough proof that it's real.
Right, exactly. But I mean, it's just a coincidence of you saying those words just as you're looking at them or talking about them, and it happens, right? So, otherwise they still do crash from time to time, even when you don't talk about them. So, I don't see the caster's curse really in existence, but I like to feed the people who do believe in it.
Well, let's try something. We can watch the war versus Locksout versus Heather right now, and let's see who of those two fails first. Well, that's it.
Well, you had your answer, sir.
Yes, it worked. It worked perfectly fine. Great. Both of them failed, actually.
Oh man.
Well, we should not watch people anymore, I feel like.
Just watch Scan. Easy, right? He won't fail, right? Because it's impossible for him to fail. Look at him. He's so far ahead.
Let's try. He can't fail this transition right here, and he won't fail the next jump because he tries to drift or something. Right,
exactly, right? He's been too good.
Yeah, definitely.
I actually... Oh no, I was talking to someone else who was Finnish earlier today. I just got mixed up in my head really quickly.
Nice.
Never mind. I can't make a hockey joke.
Oh, darn Dave versus Unnamed. Let's see.
Oh, Unnamed?
Nice.
What's going on with Unnamed over here?
Unnamed and Dave just battling it out.
Yeah.
By the way, Dave is one of those guys who had also a lot of online practice. I'm wondering why he's struggling so much, but we have to say this is also the hardest map of the 5. It's pretty unlucky that it's the first one which got chosen by the server.
Right. And it just depends on the server luck, right? And it depends how much time you put into the map.
He doesn't take the booster. Does it work? It worked. He had enough speed without taking the booster. I didn't know that's even a strat. Oh, Tails is in front of them as well. So he failed another time, probably.
Though, to take it without the booster?
Hmm?
Is it faster to take it without the booster, though?
It's exactly the same. But now he has no speed to do that trick. Yeah, exactly. So it's Dave versus Tails now.
Okay. So yeah, it's...
Scandia doing?
Scan has not died whatsoever. He's still up in front, not made a single mistake as of yet. And he's rounding around in the final minute or so of this map already. He's been going on very, very well, and could possibly have a new local record time put up on the board.
What does your Z-Track say
there
about
you go.
this time?
And that's a reset for Scan there, but he's still so far ahead that I doubt that he actually loses. Yeah, no one's even close to him. Who'd you say was in second place? It was Tails that was in second place?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, it's Tails.
He's not even at the checkpoint that Scan was on, so...
Yeah, he's so far in front. But he also puts the most practice on all those maps.
Right. So he definitely deserves to win out this map, right, with all the practice that he's put on, and it shows that he put on so much practice. Only one mistake, one reset there for Scan as he heads into the final checkpoint here, and we're on to the final area on the top grass part. Oh man, this is quite the race for him. No mistakes whatsoever, and we'll go looking in the back to see if anyone else can really fight it out for the podium positions as Scan goes through, wins the map with
GG?
a wonderful
Oh,
time
that's
of a
wonderful.
7:39.
Even with
That
a
is
respawn.
wonderful time. With a respawn, that was a 7:39. Very beautiful by him.
Let's
Oh,
see
that
who gets the next places. I'm rooting for Tails right now.
Hugo is pretty close. He actually fell at the same place that Scan did. The only place where Scan respawned is where Hugo has respawned. But I feel like there are a lot of players who are closer than Hugo is. With Scan obviously having just finished. It looks like Tails and Unnamed are actually a lot closer to the finish than Hugo is, as Hugo just now gets himself
Oh,
up
Dave
to,
got the second place with a
Dave.
nice time as well.
Dave was in second place. Interesting. So he gets himself a solid 19 points in second place. That is Tails in third. Unnamed is getting pretty close, and Hugo is behind in fifth. And Unnamed with his incredibly weird name. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. You don't know how it works. I don't even
No
know
idea.
if he knows how it works. He just figured out, oh, that it works. Hugo needs to reset, but it doesn't look like anyone's ahead of him. So he's gotten very lucky in that point, as this player has not connected via internet, finishes in fourth place. That's too funny.
It's a great name, right?
There's no way I can't call him that, right? But Hugo still in fifth place. He was behind by only 2-3 seconds, but he will come. Oh, he needs to back up into.
He's finishing
the finish.
backwards in style again, same as he did in warm up.
It's a very stylistic finish there, but he was nearly 2 minutes behind Scan, as Yura is in, looking like he's in 8th place. He fails, and we'll see all the players such as Kekeboy, who are, I think he's in 6th place right now, who is just ahead of his compatriots, trying to finish out as he gets into the final checkpoint here. There are players, plenty of players behind him, trying to finish as well. Let's see what he can do. Kekeboy into the final corner, won't make a mistake in the downhill. He'll keep his wheels on the ground, making sure he has all the speed, all the grip, and he will finish in 6th place. And in behind him comes Hazard, who is right there. Raiba was in behind as well, but he has to reset at the final checkpoint. Let's see if anyone else finishes in the meantime. I don't see anyone else actually ahead of Raiba. So Raiba looks like he'll finish in 8th place. The German. The first German to finish, it seems like.
Do we only have one German?
I
it's
think
only
so.
one.
It's yeah, other than you, he's the only one, and locks out. No,
Oh no!
oh no! He needs to respawn at the final checkpoint. He got pulled. Oh no!
Is he the last one? Oh no, Xerox is AFK. Never mind.
Yeah, Xerox is AFK. Logs out. Oh no! He almost finished there, but I mean, I don't think there was really a worry for him because there's no one else behind him.
Oh no!
Oh, he almost did it again! Oh, he finishes!
Well, that was pretty
finishes.
stylish again.
Yeah, that is pretty stylish. A nice 360 no-scope into the finish.
And Xerox is
Xerox.
just cruising.
Yeah, Xerox is just having fun. He probably didn't practice this map much to be where he is at the current moment. But he's still farther in than where I would be, right? But
Well, that's... Yeah. That's pretty weird. A bit sad that he wasn't able to finish. Alright, so that's the first round. Pretty nice.
So, 9 players finished. Scanned, Dave, then you had Tails, then you had Hugo. And, I mean, that is such a great first round, honestly. For a Scan, perfect first round. You saw, who was in 5th place? Keke, who kept Hazard behind him the whole time. That is great. And I liked what I saw from from all the players there. Yura didn't finish. I thought Yura did finish.
Yura
actually.
didn't finish? Wait, what?
Yura didn't finish? I thought he did.
Wait, didn't he? Wait, let me press
He didn't
that.
get any points. He didn't get any points.
Oh, he didn't finish.
Interesting. I thought he was at the final part.
I thought he finished. Why didn't he finish? I'm confused.
Did he reset by accident?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh no! Because
So
he was at the
we
final
are-
checkpoint. He was at the final checkpoint.
Did he maybe
he
retire
crashed.
by accident for some
I
reason?
think that's what he did. I think that's what he did.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, Xerx's connection just died.
Oh, well, that is pretty sad.
Let's see if he manages to reconnect. He should be able to.
Oh, my game just crashed as well. I think. No, it didn't. Okay. It just said that I had 500 FPS for a very, very, very long time. That's the one thing that's good about this game. I can actually play this game on 144 FPS, right?
Oh, you can. That's rare.
Yes. So, I said it earlier, right? That between you and me, that I might not have good FPS on this. I'm having terrific FPS.
Are you for
on
real?
this.
If I open my FPS tab, I'm sitting at 60, 50, 40, 30 in some corners.
Okay, where is the FPS tab? Because I can
If
see
you
my,
press the question mark. It's a question mark key.
question mark.
Yeah.
So
In the
question
top
mark
left.
key, top left. Nope, doesn't show up for me. So
Oh,
I guess
that's sad.
it's guess it's another button. Maybe I changed it to something else. Who knows?
Mine drops down to 35 in some corners of this map, because it's the biggest one in this contest. Oh,
I have
Xerox.
my-
Yeah, wait.
I
Xerox
have
can't
the
reconnect.
Steam FPS, right? The FPS that Steam shows you,
Yeah.
and it says I'm at 144. So I tend to trust that most of the time. So the fact that I've not dropped that many FPS, like sometimes I'll get like, okay, some lags of a few frames here and there, but yeah, I've not been having any troubles.
So, Xerox reconnected, that's nice.
That's great. I mean, I hope that he was able to reconnect, right? There's so much warm-up time. But is this the 8-minute map that we were talking about?
Yeah,
The
exactly, it's the longest
map.
one, it's the biggest one.
It looks very, very odd. A lot of jagged edges, a lot of speed penalties for sure. It's very interesting
This part
so far.
where Dave is right now, we will see so many people failing this. All of them, pretty much.
Oh, I'm looking at Keke Boy right now. He's in a very, very tight corridor.
Yeah, exactly, it's the same place.
There you go. Yeah. How do I turn back on name tags?
With the key on the very left. Left to 1.
Left to 1. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, that's the name tag key.
Oh, my FPS is right next to the 0, to the right of the 0 on my keyboard. Interesting. So I'm actually getting between 70 and 110 FPS.
That's so good. But well, my settings are also pretty high, so I can't complain about that.
Right, exactly. Mine I don't think are that high whatsoever. If I look at my options, where can I actually look at that? Actually. I'm in full screen with 4X. My resolution is pretty good. I'm at full resolution.
Ah,
With
yeah,
4X.
your graphic settings aren't set in-game. You can only see a little bit. Your full game settings are set by the launcher. There's an option tab right there, you can't change them in-game.
I don't get the launcher, unless you mean like the main menu?
No, not the main menu. When you start the game, you
When I
get
start
a
the
small
game,
window, right?
it automatically launches me into the game. I don't have a launcher.
Oh, you don't have a launcher?
No,
How?
don't. Oh no, I just open the game and I just get into the main menu automatically.
Okay, then I don't know how you change your options, because usually there's a launcher window in which you press play the game or change options. And
Interesting.
what did
Yeah,
you do?
my game just... I don't know, I just have the Steam version of this game. I don't know.
Oh, so that may explain, yeah. I don't know about the Steam version because I'm sitting on the standalone.
Right, exactly. You might have the standalone version, you might have the console version. I have the Steam version, which I think is the console
Console?
version.
Console
on computer.
version, what?
Isn't there a console version of this?
No.
Didn't you say that earlier? Oh no, it's for the other games. That's right. It's other games that have console version.
Oh yeah, there is TM Turbo with console version, and
Yeah.
is Trackmania 2020 console?
So apparently there's 2 different exe files. I only have one, and mine is the one that just launches the game.
Oh, so the Steam version did some weird stuff on you and simply didn't install the launcher, pretty much.
Pretty much. So I have default settings. Whatever those are, that's my settings.
Probably not that high. By the way, did you load the mod on this map?
Yes, it looks terrific.
Nice.
I didn't even need to press escape. It automatically did it.
Everyone needs to press escape. Why don't you need to?
I don't know. It did it automatically.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I guess my game version is just superior to yours.
I guess. You're TM 2020 players, so maybe it was like, hey, this guy is pretty disabled. Let's give him better options.
Hey! The government already pays me enough because I'm disabled. Okay.
Nice. A little bit extra on top doesn't count, so.
Yeah, exactly. The game doesn't need to give me all these extras. The government already does that for me.
Scandia is in first, right? Is he?
I
Probably.
don't know. I know that Tails is nowhere near the front right now. I've just been looking at Kekeboy, who's not made too many mistakes.
I'm trying to figure out where other people are.
Because it doesn't tell you who's in what position in the warm-ups, right?
Oh, Yoro is in front of Dave. Okay. Skis is here.
Oh, you said what was the button that you showed me earlier that opened up everything?
What do you mean?
So, what is it? I asked you earlier what the how to get all these pop-ups out of my face.
Ah, F7.
F7. There
Yeah.
you go. Why does it not do anything for me right now? Do I need
It
to
doesn't
press-
work if you're in spectating mode, sadly.
Oh, of course. Let me get out of that.
You
Oh,
can't
doesn't
because
really-
we are in cup.
Of course. Thank
Oh, wait,
you.
maybe there's a menu where you can do that. Wait.
Is there a
Customize
menu where I
HUD.
could do that?
Oh yeah, you can. If you click on
Okay.
the top left, there's a menu button.
Right.
And then you click on Customize HUD.
Customize HUD.
Yeah, and then record panels, you can just disable them.
Oh, there's colorblind mode here. Interesting.
There's everything
Or-
which you would like to have.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Are you trying to disable the local and the Dimenia records?
So so a lot of the things that I had earlier that you showed me in all the I call them pop-ups, but I know that's not what they are. Widgets, I think that's what you guys call them.
Widgets, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of them have been disabled because I pressed F7 before getting into the cut mode. So,
Well, that's nice. So you won't disable everything.
right.
Oh, that's
fully disabled.
the star thing on your numpad.
No. I don't want to disable everything. I want to see everything, right? But when I press F7, it doesn't show me everything.
Oh, that's
certain parts.
So you disabled stuff before we went into cup mode.
Right, exactly.
Ah, so you need to be in player mode and press F7 again so you can see it.
Okay.
So you will need to wait for live round, go into player mode, then in live round press F7 and go back into spectator.
Sick. All right. So I just wanted to say I really like this portal map. It looks very, very nice. A lot of great textures from what I could see, and it really depends on where you are on the map. Because some parts of the map, I get down to 40 FPS, and other parts I'm up to 100. Right.
Yeah,
and
same.
I guess you're the same, right?
Yeah, it's
So-
exactly the same. Oh, Scandia's
But-
at the finish right now, by the way, so he's definitely first one in warm-up.
Is he waiting? Oh wow.
No.
Okay, there he is.
Oh, Hazard
just
is in
finished.
second on this map. Nice. He was 7th on the last one, now he's second in warm-up here.
Right,
Oh.
maybe he practiced it a little bit more.
Yeah.
That could obviously explain it.
Almost PBing on his warm-up run. That's nice. Who's in
Yeah,
third? Is
now-
it Tails? It's not Tails. Dave is in front of Tails.
Yeah, Tails is very, very far behind. He's actually behind Kekaboy, who I have no clue where he is compared to where the finish is. So he's reset a few times. So to me, I think he's somewhere in the midfield. I'd like to think he's like in 7th place, maybe. Oh, he's in a really brutal part right now. I'm down to 30 FPS.
Oh, Yo-Yo is in third.
So Hugo was in third. Oh.
I like that Scandia doesn't even know how the finals work.
He's just driving and he's driving fast. That's all he knows how to do. I mean, that's all this game is, right? Your car goes vroom and you gotta vroom fast.
Right, that's pretty much it. Fastest way from start to finish.
Right? As long as you get to the finish first, you win. You don't even know need to know how to win. Oh, there he is. He just finished it.
Who?
I think. Keke.
Keke finished, yeah, okay. So who's driving still? Reba is still driving.
Xerox.
Oh, Xerox is driving. Where is he? Oh, he's on second page.
Second page. Oh, there is a second page.
Yeah, there's a second page.
Okay, cool. As Sizz just finished. Apparently, he said earlier that he was German.
Yeah, he is.
So
if you click on more rankings, you will see that top nations is all Germans, pretty much. That's usual. Oh, warm-up is finished. Nice.
Right.
So we are in live round now.
So Germans and French people are normally the ones that are the most popular players among the Trackmania community.
Definitely.
Right? I'd say in Trackmania 2020 there are more French people than any other nation together combined.
Yeah.
Right.
Unnamed just quit the game.
Aw.
What happened?
That is big Sag. Well, looks like his internet finally caught up to him.
It's not Xerox. Xerox disconnected when the map loaded. It's unnamed now.
But, yeah, it's unnamed now.
Oh wait, yeah, he's not connected via internet. Yeah, I get it.
Funny joke that passed over your head. For
a little bit. It was too flat for me. So we're having a nice snail of players right now.
Yeah, it's just a nice little train of players. They're all following each other. I'm looking at Keke as he's in 6th. There you go. That's the caster's curse for you, right? People say that it exists. The second I talked about him, he immediately died, right? So you can say whatever you want about it. I'm allowed to not believe in it, right? Just like I don't know. Some people don't believe in certain religions. I don't believe in the religion of caster cursing exists.
By the way, Unnamed just wrote me on Discord what the password is, so he will reconnect right now. But yeah, he's out for this round now, of course, sadly. I don't know if he's able to play still, so he can get his 12 points or something for last place. Let's see if he's able to play or not.
Let's see if he's able to. But let's see if he's able to. Scant currently in first place after 2 minutes of play. Tails in second, having made no real mistake. Raiba makes his first mistake. He's in third, and Dave, who was just in behind, actually makes a mistake himself, and so not able to catch up to Raiba, who they're fighting for that bronze medal position. Every player in behind so far otherwise has resetted at least once to a checkpoint, so let's see how this works out for them.
Yeah, Hazard, who had just such a great warm-off with being on his warm-up round, is just very much behind. I'm wondering what happened. Dave,
I am curious as well.
Who's in front of Tails? Wait. Is it Dave versus Tails? No. It's Dave versus... good question. Oh, Scandia's alone. I saw the Tails had to respawn in the distance.
Alright, so Scan had to respawn.
Yeah.
Does that mean that you said Tails is alone now, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. But is Raiba ahead of... No, he's not. They're still fighting. Dave! Oh,
Dave
no, he doesn't
made a
want to
big
respawn.
mistake.
Dave, what are you doing? Dave, he's stuck! Dave is stuck!
Oh no, he had to
and
respawn,
he had
yes.
to respawn.
So Raiba is on his own right now, going for third place.
Yeah, Raiba... well, Raiba was right behind Dave, and Dave... No, he keeps making the same mistake! Oh, no!
Did he just try to full speed that blue wall?
Yes, he did!
Oh no,
and
you can't do it. Skiz made the same mistake as Dave! Being on the left side of the dirt.
So Dave was stuck there, and he actually stayed there. Instead of respawning right away, he stayed there for maybe 20 seconds.
Yeah.
He lost a large amount of time. He was in 3rd place.
So he lost
And
like
now-
50 seconds right now just because of that CP right there.
Right, exactly. And, well, pretty much his stubbornness and not wanting to respawn, even though the checkpoint was right there.
Well, it
I
happens,
say
I guess.
stubbornness. I think that's the right way of saying it, right? He was too stubborn to not reset.
Yeah, exactly. He had the possibility to only lose 10 seconds, but he decided to make it 40. So
Exactly. Exactly.
Petty
So,
seed by Xerox. Nice. It's awesome.
No,
First he disconnected, now his pet is dying.
No.
What's going on with TMNF competitions?
Well, you know who's actually
You
made
are
a massive
failed.
comeback?
No.
Oh no, that's so sad. But I actually want to shout out someone here because Hazard is actually in 3rd place right now,
Oh, he managed to catch up. Oh, Ryba
managed
is
to
right in
catch
front
up.
of him.
and Tails is right ahead of Raiba. So I do believe
Oh, he
Tails is in
failed.
1st place.
I watched Hazard and he instantly had to respawn. So we
imagine
managed to
talked
do it
about that.
again. We did it again. We cursed Hazard.
Everyone got cursed, right? As you said when we first met, right? You said RPGs. It's not like the cleanest kind of racing, right? There's gonna be
Yeah.
accidents everywhere,
Exactly.
right? Respawns all over the place, and you might still come in first, even if that happens. So the fact that he's still in 4th, I don't know where Scant is. Has he actually caught back up? Because Raiba is Hazard is on the tail of Raiba. Hugo got in front of Raiba. Raiba makes a massive mistake. Hugo is not ahead. Okay, never mind. Hugo is not ahead of... Oh, he is. He is. What am I talking about? He seems to be lagging a bit. The French player seems to be lagging a bit.
That may happen. If you manage to watch Xerox, you may just see him teleport across the map because of his connection. Yeah, he just teleported like 5 seconds in the future.
Oh my goodness.
His connection
Rubber
is really
banding,
bad.
But in a rubber banding in a live competition game.
He's known to have a really bad connection, and he just keeps on teleporting all over the map.
So Hugo made a mistake, leaving Hazard to get 3rd place here. I'm imagining Scant is in 2nd place.
Yeah.
Or even in 1st.
Tate and Scan are 1st and 2nd.
Right. So Hazard is in 3rd. He went from 5th to 3rd after that crash.
Battling with
great
Hugo.
stuff.
Hugo made a mistake.
Yeah, Hugo made a big mistake. So Hugo is all the way back there. And Hazard, I think, is like 10 seconds ahead.
10? Nah. It's like 3.
3? I mean, Hugo's about to be 10 seconds behind with this accident that he's about to do.
Oh, yeah, alright, so you're trying to curse him again?
Yeah, see, and it's not working. So
No, he won't fail. He's resistant to that. He's not like Hazard.
T'es résistant à ça? Okay.
Oh my god, I hear French stuff. Oh my god.
I'm gonna talk to him in French, and he's gonna lose 10 seconds automatically.
Let's
right?
see. No one of them failed the blue wall. Hazard did a little hiccup.
That is actually a really hard section. I'm surprised that neither of them failed that. That is very, very well done. Hugo's actually is catching up, though. He was behind by a few seconds. And now he's less than a second behind. Which is very, very nice to see. Oh, mistake by Hazard. Slowing down a bit. Not enough for Hugo to get up ahead. How's the fight between Scant and Tails?
Scan and Tails
As
are
Hugo
so
gets ahead.
far in front of each other. Like, there's so much gap in between that we can't even cast that.
Really?
Yeah, we don't even see each other. Scan is in front.
Oh my goodness. Alright, well, Hugo going for the flip right now. He actually got ahead of Hazard. And Hugo with a nice 3rd place to his name right now. Going up the weird scalable walls. You don't really see that in Portal when you actually play the game. So I wonder where that came from, that warpy floor.
Because
nice
everyone hates those kind of dirt hills, so you have to put it in every RPG where it's possible. It's pretty much like that.
Oh man. Hugo taking this part slow. A lot of players will take it faster than what he just took it. And he's actually catching up to Tails. Tails only ahead of him by what seems like 20 seconds.
Yeah,
in the
it's
context of
Scandia,
RPG.
Tails, Hugo, and Hazard right now from 1st to 4th.
Right. I wonder who is in 5th place. We won't know until Scant finishes and then Tails gets in behind. Hugo needs to reset, and that might allow for Hazard. No, Hazard's not ahead of him.
Oh, Hazard just overtook him.
He's
and
right there!
Scandia finished first place.
Hazard just crashed.
Yeah, now it's Hazard versus Yo-Yo and Reba.
Yeah. Hugo will get 3rd place, it seems like, as he goes into the final checkpoint. He is behind by quite a bit.
Oh, there's a nice 3-man battle in the end.
I said 20 seconds. How right was I? 15 seconds.
Yeah. Now it's a battle between... Hazard failed! No! He was so close to getting 4th place and he just failed the end. And let Yura overtake him.
Oh no, so Yura is in 4th, Hazard in 5th, and Kekeboy will get 6th. So that's good for him. Loxout is pretty close as well as he's heading into the final checkpoint, but Dave might be ahead of him. Not very sure of that though. Oh, Loxout hits the checkpoint. That's not a great sight. Let's see where Sizz is. Sizz, nowhere really close.
Yeah, Dave is going for 8th place right now.
Yeah,
so he got that in his pocket.
Yeah, and Dave is 8th. Raiba is in 7th. So it's now a fight between Sizz, let's see, Xerox. Where is Xerox? It's actually not too far behind. I think he can still finish. Yeah, he can still finish. If he doesn't make too many mistakes, Xerox can get his first points here. Loxout heading into the final checkpoint. He's not final checkpoint, but heading into it. He's in a fight with Sizz, and Sizz makes a big mistake. Loxout makes a big freeze there. He doesn't want to fail as he fights with Sizz. Sizz gets ahead, and into the final checkpoint we go. 10th place will go to Sizz unless Sizz makes a massive mistake, but no catastrophe there for him. And Loxout will be in 11th place. Let's see if Xerox can get 12th.
Is Xerox the last player remaining right now? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Oh yes, because, wow, despite the fact that he connected late, Unnamed is actually in 9th.
Yeah, he's still in 9th place.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Xerox failed the end!
Oh, no.
At least there's nobody to overtake him.
At least. But he will finish, and nice. I do believe he was the last player. He was. At least everyone got to finish this time, unlike the last map.
Xerox is just going AFK, no change in batteries.
Oh my goodness. How hungry are these remote controls, right? Like, even my Wii remotes didn't eat this much battery, right? Like, I would use 2 new batteries every, I don't know, a few days if I used my Wii very heavily.
Yeah, same. Same. But it's also because Tails is using, like, the first ever pad he could find 12 years ago, and he's still using that one.
It still works?
Yeah, he's playing on a really old pad.
So, I'm thinking of, like, Granadi here, who was using his wheel, the same wheel, for, like, 12 years.
Yeah. So we see everyone doing the start cut. Great. There's a nice re-retrieval where you go backwards from the start, get that ring, respawn, and go right then. Instead of doing the normal way, it saves around 1 second, but it's consistent, so everyone is doing it.
Oh, my game crashed. Cool.
Nice. Bye, nice. Quantum. See you soon. Hazard just retired by accident, by the way, so no warm-up for him.
That is sad. That's why you unbind your thing. Yeah, I don't have the launcher. I just get into the game directly.
As long as it works, it's fine.
So it was play online, favorites, and there you go. Oh, could you send me the thing?
Which thing?
There was the password, because there is.
Oh yeah, sure I can.
There was no password before when I originally joined.
Yeah, exactly. I added it later on. Yeah, send it to you.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem. It's just Tails versus Scandia in warm-up again, by the way.
Okay.
Those guys are within 1 second from each other, every warm-up.
Alright, so if I were to look at... Why does that go away? No. Okay, so in the top left, when you play on your own, right?
Yeah.
You can see what position you are in. But when you look at the spectator, that doesn't happen. So you can't tell who's in what position. That's so
yeah, that's
weird.
true. There's no way to tell who is in which place, sadly.
Is there a plugin or a widget for that, though? I'm sure there is. Because I know for Trackmania 2020, there is a checkpoint widget called PyPlanet. And that one, it shows you who just hit what checkpoint.
Oh, yeah, we have that as well, but it takes over half of the screen, so I didn't put it in.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Why that wouldn't be in then?
Yeah, exactly. It's super big and clumsy.
But yeah, or else I can't see who's in first. So it's all about the map knowledge, right? You need to know where the players are, how long it's been. Did you see this person reset at all? Okay, so guess where they might be depending on how many resets and stuff. So.
Yeah, you have a problem, of course, because you never saw the maps before, so you don't know where everyone is. But I know where people are on the map.
Right, exactly. Well, I mean, I looked at the GPSs, but that doesn't mean anything, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know roughly how the map works, right? I know roughly where they are on the map, how long it is left, but it's so long, and well, it's hard to see who's ahead and who's behind.
Right now you can see Tails is in front.
Oh, looks like Xerox is back.
Yeah, he had to reconnect again. He may need to do that every warm-up, by the way.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah, Xerox has a really bad internet connection. It was always like that.
Well, at least his game doesn't crash.
Well, it does.
Well, it does, but... It seems like it's his internet... Oh, I just noticed there's a checkpoint that pokes through the ground.
Pokes through the ground?
Yeah, there's actually like like the top of a checkpoint that's through the ground.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot.
I find that pretty funny every time I see something like that.
It's normal in RPG, to be honest.
I mean, RPG isn't... It's weird, because for me, when I hear the word RPG for Trackmania 2020, it's just a really, really long map, right?
Yeah.
But it's still a playable map. Sometimes there's some weird stuff, right? But normally it's still a playable map. But I've seen some things. I've seen some 30-minute unplayable maps, and people call those RPGs. And it's like, what?
RPG is a really wide thing, to be honest. It's not just
Hugo
one style.
Reset.
So
no more warm-up for him.
Xerox reset?
No, not reset. I mean, restarted. He DNF.
Xerox pet can't be used, it seems like.
Bruh, his pad's taking so many batteries. What is that?
I have no idea why it's taking so much energy.
Oh man, these like my controller. I don't use controller for Trackmania, but I do have a controller. I bought an Xbox rip-off controller, right? And it was like $30-40 Canadian. What's that? Like 20 euro?
Nice.
So like for 20 euro, you can get yourself like a wired controller.
Yeah.
Right? That's not bad. So the fact that he's been keeping the same one for 12 years, that's dedication, right? That's absolute dedication. Two, it's dumb, but I'm more impressed by his dedication to staying with the same pad.
I mean, we are talking about TMNF players, right? Name me a more dedicated player base than TMNF players.
I will say Doom players.
Do you think so?
Why else would you play the same game over and over and over again? Or, sorry, Super Mario 64 speedrunners.
Well, yeah, those guys are pretty dedicated as well.
I would say those guys. I'm more talking about, like, speedrunners. But at this point, right, the people who are still in TMNF are speedrunners, right?
Yeah, so, of course. We are all
they speedrun maps. They just don't speedrun the game, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's what's cool about Trackmania is that you can speedrun multiple things, right? You can't just speedrun one thing, right? There's more to this game than just the campaign, right?
Yeah.
There's the community. And so there's actually a game that, even though the gameplay is completely different from it, it's actually quite the same in terms of community. And everyone's disagreed with me because they don't understand how they can be the same. But I'm going to say it, Geometry Dash. If you've ever played that game before.
I didn't, but you told me it's something like Ozu, so I can understand it. Because it's always the same, but also always different.
Right. So it's a 2D platformer game that hasn't had an update in 4 years. Despite the fact that it hasn't had an update in 4 years, it's actually more popular than it's ever been. Ever.
That's really nice to hear. I would love if the same would work for TMNF.
So the game is 7 years old, and it had updates up until 4 years ago. And that doesn't mean that the developer still isn't, like, invested into the game, right? But it's just that the game doesn't have updates, right? Which people seem to not enjoy because they want new content, but at the same time they enjoy it because, well, it's staying stable, right? So they're really pushing the update to the limit. So that's like people who make maps that are like, man, in 2009, no one could have made this TMNF map. But in 2021, damn, they've really pushed the editor to that point. So the community is very much so the same. It's an old community, right? 4 years is not as old as TMNF, but it's still starting to get up there, right? And all the players who are staying are the community players who are going to stay for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. We are all one dedicated community, pretty much. And we also all know each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'd say Geometry Dash is a lot bigger because it has like 10,000 concurrent players, but...
I mean, how many players does TMNF have, right? Like 500, maybe?
I checked on Steam and there's like 1,500 on average.
Every day? Or which stat are you talking
every day.
about?
Every day, most amount of players at 1 point.
That's pretty huge. I didn't expect that.
And that's on the Steam version, right? So... Yeah. So you said you're playing on the other version, right? You're playing
on the standalone,
on the standalone version. So it's very different as everyone starts off and they skip the first checkpoint.
Except for Xerox and Hazard, they went the normal way. So they are behind already by like 2 seconds in front of behind everyone else.
Well, except for Hugo, because Hugo, well, he was in last, but one of the players who didn't skip crashed into the second checkpoint and failed. So. Well, that is a big F, but it's good to see that everyone's kind of close in at in the backfield. I see Yura, I see Hazard, I see Dave, I see Hugo, all together with Kekeboy, all fighting it out as everyone's resetting at these checkpoints. That's like already a second checkpoint that they're restarting at.
Yeah, it's a really nice cluster in the front right now.
Yes, a very nice cluster. No one's really... Well, everyone's reset twice already, right? Because of the resets, but that's not what I meant.
So let's see who fails this CP. Does everyone get it?
Let's see. No one's messed it up so far. Hazard goes through very nicely, as well as everyone ahead of him. So I think if anyone failed it, it's someone in behind.
Oh, Weber just failed his third place and had a big respawn.
That is a very big respawn. Yeah, he's let 5 players get ahead of him. That is detrimental to his race for sure. Oh man, that is rough.
Tate and Scan battling it out in the front.
I like what I see though. I like what I see up in front.
Dave and Keke also battling it out, and Unnamed being in the middle of those 4 players. Scan and Tails in front. Oh, Unnamed failed. I shouldn't have spec'd him.
Oh, how
My
dare
bad.
you spectate him.
My bad.
When you look at all the map lengths, right? This one is in the 550s. Is this one the shortest map, or is it not?
There's one even shorter map, but that one is pretty much not playable for finals because it's a really technical and hard map.
So it's an unplayable RPG map.
Yeah, it's not unplayable, but you can't put it in finals because you would need to respawn every second or third CP pretty much.
Oh no. Okay. That does not sound like the greatest thing. As Hazard, actually that was kind of sick. Hazard did did a bug slide there on the dirt.
Yeah, that's the normal thing. Dave and Heather battling it out, kick a boy in front.
Yeah, so it's a very nice fight. That's what I'm looking at right now. This nice little fight and a nice flip from everyone there. Oh, they're so neck and neck.
Kicker didn't respawn,
Hugo...
no! He doesn't
Wait,
know that you have to respawn there to get a nice landing. But he
What?
still manages to do it? No, he didn't. He forgot that you have to respawn that CP.
Oh, no.
And Hazard is
That is-
turtling. He's had to respawn.
Oh, no, that is terrible. Oh, that's sad.
We had a nice
looking at-
fight of 3 people until it wasn't.
Oh. So, look at the fight in front. Raiba with Scant, actually.
Oh, Raiba is here.
Raiba is there. Scant just got
Raiba,
ahead of him.
Skin, and Dave. Scandia is in third? Did he had to respawn then?
So, he just got ahead of Raiba. Raiba's having a big lag spike, so...
Yeah, he
let's
just
see what,
teleported for me as well.
Yeah, so let's see what Scant can do here. Because can he get back ahead of Dave, who, as you say, is in second place? And who's in first? Clearly Tails,
Tails.
right? Yeah, it's Tails.
Definitely Tails.
Let's see if Scant can make a comeback here. That would be something...
Oh, Tails
quite
had to
amazing.
respawn. He respawned.
Well, there
so
you go.
Dave is in
comeback
first
keeps
place
on.
now.
Well, let's look at Dave. I'm actually going to keep my eye on Dave this whole
Oh
time
no,
here.
he isn't. He had to respawn as well. Wait, who's in front right now?
No.
Is it Scan in front? Everyone had to respawn.
Everyone but Raiba had to respawn pretty much. Is Raiba in first? No way Raiba is in first.
No, it's Scan. It's Raiba versus Scan. Scandia is in
Okay.
front by like 4 seconds.
So how do you see what position everyone is in? Or do you just look?
Yeah,
To
by
all the
just
players.
looking at the map.
Okay. Oh, he's not far behind either. So
Yeah.
Scant, the Belgian, is not that far ahead of Raiba. Raiba is slower, but he's not risking as much, and it shows, right?
Yeah, he's definitely doing the better cup mode strategy. Instead of risking the lines and going for big cuts and everything, he's just trying to be slow and steady. I said that as he almost fails, so I shouldn't talk about him.
He didn't fail. Don't worry about it.
Let's not
He's not
talk
gonna
about
fail
Raiba,
ever
okay?
again. No. Let's talk about Raiba. Let's get the
let's just talk about Scandia. Spec him and be like,
Oh,
well, that's a really
alright,
nice run. He may be onto world record right now. He probably will never fail any corner in front right now.
Wait, didn't he already reset though?
Yeah, he did. But I'm
Okay,
talking
okay.
about now, you know? So he isn't the
Okay,
first
now?
anymore. Trying to jinx
Okay.
him a bit.
Do you think he's actually done a clean run on this map before? Because this map seems a
Yeah,
lot harder
he
than
did.
the other two so far.
He definitely did a clean run on the same for Tails and Dave. Where's Dave, by the way? Oh, yeah, he just had to respawn when I switched to him.
But he's not that far behind from what it looks like. He's just in front of Hazard. So that looks like a top 5 position for him.
Yeah. Skiz has
I'm
a
gonna-
really nice car. I like it.
Yeah, he does. It's a very, well,
It's a
It's a-
German car skin from ESWC from
is
2008.
actually.
Yeah. It's the ESWC car skin from Germany. It's a really nice one. All the ESWC skins are super clean. Oh,
As
Scandia is
Scan-
finishing, and
yeah,
he's first.
6:07. Not bad for 1 or 2 resets as I'm
Raiba
looking at
and
Xerox.
Tails managing
Oh,
to
no.
get second and third place.
So let me go off of Xerox there, because Xerox was the automatic one that I went to. That's kind of funny. As Raiba gets second place, that's awesome. Tails gets third, and Unnamed is in fourth. Kekaboy gets fifth.
Ooh, you and Dave having a really close battle just by
That was a
0.7.
close battle. What a good round by everyone there. That's 10 seconds I was separated 4th and 9th. That is insane, actually. And less than a second between 6th and 7th. Less than a second between 7th and 8th. And less than a second between 8th and 9th. Sizz comes out in 10th place. And I'm looking at Locks out here to finish in 11th place. As Xerox
Oh, Xerox
nowhere
is
close to finish.
he's just
he's,
teleporting around like a maniac.
He is having a seizure at the current moment.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
We will probably never be able to spectate Xerox for more than like 5 seconds.
Poor Xerox, man.
Oh, Logs
Logs
just had
out.
to respawn as well. So let's
Oh,
see.
man.
Maybe Xerox manages to catch up to Logs out.
Is that possible, you think?
I mean, it is
behind.
possible if Lockout manages to fail even more, you know?
I mean, Lockout, he's already failed enough as is. I don't know how much more he can fail as he goes into the final checkpoint.
Yeah, okay. Maybe he's just waiting for Xerox. He's waiting! No, don't finish. Come on, wait for Xerox.
Oh,
nice.
No. What a... Oh, no.
No, he's just waiting for Xerox to come.
But what if Xerox makes a big brain move and doesn't finish, and so he just waits there for 2 minutes and then doesn't finish?
Well, that would be a pretty high time waste, but alright, I'm down for it.
I mean, Xerox is actually pretty close. He's actually able to finish. He is not that far behind.
It's so sad, though. Xerox had sick
sad.
runs in practice, by the way. Same for Tails and Dave and Hazard and Hugo. They all had really sick times. It seems like this finals right now is jinxing everyone. Except for
really
Scandia.
Is. So, Lockout better finish right now because
Xerox
let's see.
Yeah, okay.
And Xerox, with a nice 360 to end off the map, he'll get 12th place. And that is GG's for that map, and we'll go on to the next one.
So yeah, definitely. I'm afraid that for some reason this finals is stressing out people too much, except for Scan. Scandia is going consistent, even though he fails a bit.
Whoa!
But yeah.
Look at the amount of 46s.
Yeah.
3rd to 8th place is 46 points.
We may need to have a tiebreaker then. If the top 5 placement is a tie with someone else, we need to resolve that with a tiebreaker. So let's go for Vonix's map, which got a lot of hate in the beginning, because nobody was able to find the right route. Nobody was able to find the path for the first 8 days. And then I released a GPS video on YouTube, and then finally people managed to finish this map first time.
Oh man, that is crazy. The fact that you need a GPS to finish this map fast. I would have loved for people to not have the GPS and then just see other people's what is it? Their lines, right? What way would they have gone?
Well, there is only one way. That's the problem. You just can't find the CPs.
Oh.
It's a pathfinding map, so it's really hard. You will see when you watch this that people have struggled a lot to find the right way without GPS. Yo-Yo, which is here right now, had a 1.5 hour time on his first finish without GPS.
Oh no.
Yeah, and that was also his 3rd try. He just rage quit the other 2 because he missed the CP.
That is very, very sad.
But
also,
now
apparently
it's
I'm
in the finals.
4.8 millionth in the world, according to the game. So
Wait,
that is very...
Oh well, yeah, you are.
So apparently I need to up my game. So
just a little
at
bit.
the end of... After today, right? After our game here, I'm going to go to work, right? Because I actually do have a small job to do today. And afterwards, I am going to be probably playing a little bit of this game, right? At least better myself. Get myself in the top 1 million. That shouldn't be too hard, right?
It's just 1 win, pretty much.
1 win?
Yeah, it's literally just 1 win or 1 finish on our official server.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like your campaign rank.
Oh no, it's not campaign, it's online ranking. That rank which you see right there.
Online ranking. Okay, so that means 4.8 million people have played online on this?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, over the 12 years of this game being live, there have been nearly 5 million people to play this game. And you say not enough people play it.
I mean, there are no active people, that's what I'm saying, right?
I mean...
Well, there are. Like, it's not like it's a dead game or anything. But it's not the biggest community, which is what I like, to be honest.
It's a small community, right?
Yeah.
And everyone knows each other. It's like a small town, if you think about it that way.
Scandia just did a nice little cut.
I'm actually surprised.
No, it's not a surprise.
It's not lagging. Xerox is not lagging whatsoever. No, he's
not.
But
he's failing as soon as I'm spectating him.
Yeah, he's failing, but he's not lagging. There's a difference.
Yeah, that's true. That's nice. Yeah, it's just 46 points. 3rd place to 7th place is 46 points.
Yeah, 5 players with the same amount of points. That is
If
I
it
mean, it's
keeps
gonna
on
be a
going like
yeah.
that, it's a 5 players tiebreaker, by the way.
So, I'm gonna make you confused here, but if anyone knows of this reference, they're gonna laugh. Do you need to be in TMGL as the first tiebreaker? So TMGL is the Nadio,
Yeah.
sorry, the Ubisoft big tournament, right?
Yeah.
And as their first tiebreaker in the World Cup that recently played, right? To differentiate between 8th and 9th place. So one player was going to get in and one player was going to get eliminated. The tiebreaker was who was in TMGL.
Really?
Yes.
So they didn't have to play for it at all. Like,
No, they didn't play for it at all. It wasn't there was no real tiebreaker. It was just, oh, well, this guy qualified for TMGL, a tournament that doesn't even have to do anything with World Cup. That was the tiebreaker.
I mean, that's just Nadir, right? They always do stuff like that.
Yeah, but it wasn't even a real tiebreaker. It wasn't like, okay, well, who had the highest place finish during the entire tournament, or who finished better between these two players, right? Who had the highest finish? Who had the best times overall, right? Let's put all 6 of your times together, right, and see who had the best time if you put them together, right? They didn't do that. They just said, okay, well, he's in TMGL, so he goes through. You don't. Too bad.
That's just crazy for me, that they don't even use in-game stats or something and just be like, well, you qualified for this completely different tournament, so yeah, you qualified for this as well, because yes.
It doesn't make sense,
but that's just
thing,
Nadir for me. Like, really, I don't know. It's a completely community player-based game. Like, the game only exists because of player-based content. Let's be real here.
Right.
But they don't give a damn about their players. It's so weird to me.
I mean, it surprises me then that that Trackmania players haven't like made their own like version of the game. Like even like I was talking about Geometry Dash earlier, they've made private servers for older updates of the game, right? So they're currently in update 2.1, right? Well, they can go back and make a server just for update 1.9, let's say, right?
Yeah, it's awesome to do.
Right? So there's a private server just for that, and they have their own levels on there, right? And it doesn't share any of the same servers as the regular game does. So I'm surprised that this hasn't happened for this game, right? If when people really like a game, right, and that the company that runs it isn't very caring of the game, normally it's going to be the player base that really drives the game. And normally they'll just, okay, well, we're just going to make a private server and everyone will play that instead of the real thing, right?
I mean,
that makes sense.
We are all bound to the same game, you know? We can make our own servers, of course, but we don't have other game rules, so we are still bound to the developers having the servers online and stuff.
Right, exactly. What I mean is making your own servers in that sense, right? Making your own, so maybe like grabbing an older update of Trackmania 2020 and making your own private server with it so that anyone could play.
Are
and then play
TM 2020 players dedicated enough for something like that?
I think so, because what is it? Some people were getting world records even when the maps were impossible with the newest update. People were just going back on the old updates and playing offline mode, just with the purpose of that of being able to get the world record on the map.
I mean, that's one thing, but do they really care about the game, or just being able to play the maps pretty much?
Well, the free-to-play people, right? The difference is that they only get the campaign maps, right?
Yeah.
And so, well, they also get some arcade stuff, but they don't get as much. Like, they can't join a server like you can on this, right? That is something that I was surprised to hear about when you told me about it. But are they dedicated enough to do it? I would say so.
Oh, right, so that's something.
So I would say, especially with time, right? Because the game's only 1 year old, right?
Yeah.
Once the game gets abandoned, because it will be abandoned at some point. It has to, right?
Abandoned? What? What did you just say?
The game will be abandoned at some point, right? Like
yeah. Wait, it doesn't have to be abandoned, right? Because this game is still active, we are playing right now, even though it's very old.
No. I mean abandoned by its creator.
Ah, yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah, that may be possible.
Correct.
I mean, Nadio doesn't really care, so...
So if Nadio ever, like, let's say Nadio goes bankrupt, right? The servers for this game will go offline, right? So
Yeah.
players will need to make their own servers to be able to play.
Yeah, definitely. They will definitely do that, at least for TMNF. We have so
Exactly.
many people here who are so dedicated to this game. There will definitely be private servers then.
So that's what I mean. I'm surprised that I've not heard of a TMNF private server before, right? I'm surprised that that players still play on the servers that are run by Nadio to play their game, because they could go back to any update. Let's say this game got updated in the past, right? In 2008. I don't know if there were any updates.
Yeah, it got updated in 2012, like early 2012 for the last time.
Okay.
And yeah.
So maybe you could go back, right, to the 2008 release version, right? The 1.0 version of the game on a private server, right? See how buggy that was. But you could probably still play the current maps that are on the normal servers. You could probably transfer those from one to the other, like you can transfer the TNF maps to Trackmania 2020 in the same sense.
True.
So, I don't know. I'm surprised I've not heard of anyone doing that before. But maybe I'm going to give someone the idea of doing that, even though there's only 10 people listening right now. That's one of these 10 people could do it, right?
Yeah,
Maybe,
that's definitely
possibly.
true. Also, I mean, I'm gonna do some video uploads as well from everything, so who knows?
Who knows? Maybe someone hears this and they're like, ooh.
Oh, well, I
like that
can
idea.
do that.
Ooh, I have a server I could dedicate to that.
Oh wait, which map is coming up next? Dirty Paradigm. That's the most awarded, most liked map of this contest, by the way, the next one after this.
Okay, interesting.
Which people
That's
probably
good to know.
also put most practice on, which are here right now.
Okay. Oh, I also want to add before we go live here, that if you do make a private server, you can add anything to the code, right?
Yeah.
So you could add ice to TMNF if you wanted to on that private server, right? You could
Yeah, you
change
could.
the code completely to your liking, right? And so you could just take the code from TM 2020, right, and put it in TMNF. Pretty much.
I want to blow your mind right now. We have ice if we want to.
True, right? You because you can make your own.
We have that
own-
already. We
Right.
can build everything in our editor if we want to. We can also elevate our cows and speed it up, or let them fly or teleport or anything.
No,
We
no,
can
I
do
know.
everything
I
in
know
our
about
editor that we have right now already.
Oh, Xerox is. Why isn't he lagging during the warm up? Now he is. Oh, that's sad. But he is actually in the hunt with everyone else, with Hazard, with Tails. He's actually in the lead, I think.
Yeah, together
It's
with
kind of hard to
Weaver.
tell.
I mean,
It's
he's
hard to tell
teleporting back
because-
and forth, so that's hard to tell. But yeah, he's definitely in the first pack.
Along with Hazard, Raiba, and Tails. Where is Scant?
Scan is right in front of Kekaboy in 5th or 6th place.
Okay.
They're still all pretty much together. That's nice to see. Nobody died yet.
No one really died. So, I mean, maybe more players played this one. It feels a little bit
Unnamed
harder,
just
right?
forgot where to go and had to respawn because of it.
Aw, man. So it's all about memorization, right? Where do you go back to play a section that you already played on this map before,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It's really hard. For me, it was pretty much impossible. I was only able to first-time beta test this because I had the creator in my Twitch chat, and he told me where to go 3 or 4 times. So yeah.
I really like this front fight here as Hazard. He gets knocked out of the way by a pole, a vertical pole, might I add, or is that horizontal? Horizontal pole, as yeah, normally you see a pole vertically up the ground. No. This one was horizontally off the ground. So Tails is now in a lead of his own. It's not that large, but I mean, he's still ahead of everyone else. And without making a mistake, maybe he could get a very, very, very nice time. The author time is a 7:01, but the best time so far is by Scant here, who has a 6:16. Tails close behind, less than a second by 6:17.
I'm trying to spectate Xerox right now, and it's pretty much impossible.
It's very bad, isn't it? So,
It's really impossible.
but he's in second place, right? I do believe.
I'm not sure. I couldn't tell right now. Let me see. He is, yeah. He is right in front of Scan.
So as long as his batteries don't die on him, right? That's the important part here, right? He's had enough bad luck. I want to see him get second place, right? I know he's capable of second place. You even told me he is.
Yeah, he definitely is.
So if he is capable of doing it, I want to see it because he is currently in last place, and he would definitely benefit from getting these 20 points. Tails is still in first place as he does a flipper Rudy into the next checkpoint there. He's got himself quite a large lead at this point. Everyone behind him has at least restarted once, and he's the only one not to have pressed his enter key just yet.
It will happen eventually, sometimes. I mean, you're specking right now. You're spectating him, right? Now let me do the same. So let's see. He had a really nice, clean run until this point. Let's see when he clips for the first time, because I'm spectating him right now.
Right, so you're thinking that you can jinx him, right? And that's just not gonna happen. He's just too good. There's no way to jinx this man. He will not fail a single jump. I bet you he'll get a new local record here of maybe like a 6:14 even, because he's really, really, really far ahead as Yura presses the E button in his. Maybe he pressed the spacebar by accident.
That's pretty awkward for me because my brake key is my spacebar.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it is. I changed it. I'm playing with W, A, D, and space.
Interesting. Okay. I play with the because I'm right-handed, so I play with the up, down, left, right buttons, right?
Yeah.
So I don't really know what else I could use because I use S as my brake normally, right? So instead of taking my finger off of the up button and going down, I'm going to use the S button instead. That's just my preference, right? But spacebar, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's really just my place, and nobody plays like that. I'm the only one. Also, I'm the only one who plays RPG with Cam 3. Nobody plays like that. Like the camera where you are inside your cockpit, nobody does that, and I always get flamed for it.
I mean, the thing is that you can see where you're going in Cam 3.
Yeah,
compared to Cam 1, if you need to do a 180, right, you don't see where you're going. It's a blind jump. So doing it in Cam 3 is actually very, very smart. I would switch between Cam 1 and Cam 3. Because in Cam 1, you could see a lot more. And so you could see where you're going, right, or where you need to go. But let's say you need to do a very tight turn. You need that vision, right? You need to see right ahead of you to see what you're doing. And so I would say Cam 3 is very, very necessary for that reason.
Yeah, it's definitely necessary. Also for my map, which people are struggling a lot on and be like, hey, this is a blind jump. I don't know, because for me they aren't blind. Because I'm playing Cam 3. So I'm building a map, and because I'm always playing Cam 3, I also build like that, of course. So for me it's fine, and then nobody else is able to see where to jump, because they can't see it in Cam 1, and don't change to Cam 3 themselves.
That's what I would do. I wouldn't make a map like that. As well, Tails, he doesn't seem like he needs it right now. He's doing very, very well as he heads into the second to last checkpoint here, and he'll get ready for that big jump.
So he probably has first place as long as he doesn't completely die at the finish now. He's going safe.
It would require a catastrophic error for him to not finish here. And he finishes with a 6:23. Did he reset at some point?
No, he probably just went safe, right?
Yeah, but the timing looks a little bit like a reset.
Maybe he did at one point.
To not be happy right now.
Oh, Dave with second place. Nice.
Dave gets second. I think that's a PB for Dave. Looks like a PB, or no, it's not a PB for Dave. He's also behind by 10 seconds. That was Skent who gets third place. Hazard gets fourth. No, where did Xerox end up?
Xerox is finishing right now. He's glitching like crazy, but he got 5th place.
There you go. Okay. At least he finished in 5th, as that was a good fight. between Unnamed and Kekaboy. Hugo is going to try and finish right... No, Hugo's not finishing. It's Raiba that's finishing with Yura in ninth place, my bad. Hugo, very slow on this map. He was right up there with those 46 points, and he's going to fall down the order. Was in third place, and now he's going to be all the way down. I think he's going to be down in 8th place here.
Oh! What did just happen here? Hugo... Ah, yeah, Hugo failed, alright. He almost overtook Locks out, but didn't manage to.
I think that's his goal right here. He needs to overtake Locks out here, because Locks out is behind him, and Hugo needs to beat the people that are now going to be ahead of him. That 1 point could make the whole difference, and he's going to hit the wall there. He's going to go... Where is he going? He's not going to reset. He's just going to go straight for it again. Makes sense. Makes sense. As Hugo, he's got a long way to go.
Hugo versus Loxout. Loxout just failed to finish. So maybe if he does it again, Hugo's getting second last place.
Let's see. Let's see. Loxout. Ooh, will
Loxout versus Hugo?
Out? No, he will not.
Yeah, Loxout is able to finish. Alright. And Hugo in last.
Hugo, that's very, very bad
Nice.
for Hugo. He will be in 8th place, I do believe, out of that. That is sad for Hugo, and that's good for everyone else. That's a very good competitor that just lost maybe 10 points to everyone else there. Yeah, Hugo falls all the way down to 8th. My math is correct. My math is way too good.
Way too good at math.
Tails catches up to Scat a little bit. Dave in 3rd place, still very far behind Tails. 10 points behind, in fact, and 13 points behind Scant. So, oh, next map here, and you said this is the top-rated one.
Yeah, and it's the last one, at least if we don't have to play tiebreaker, which we would have to right now, because 5th and 6th place is even. So, let's see.
I can see why this is such a top-rated map. Oh, wow, this looks... Okay, these look like the tiles in my bathroom. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
the aquamarine tiles are very, very nice.
Yeah, also playing-wise, it's just the smoothest one if you practice on it. If you play this first time, it's impossible for you to get any good CP or line. But once you practice it and know where to go, it's really, really smooth. Oh, Xerox just left. Well, sad.
Or Xerox.
Bye-bye, Xerox.
So, this is what I find funny, is that I just saw you needing to press escape there for the textures to load. But mine just loaded in perfectly. I didn't have to press anything.
It's perfect for you, then.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't have to
it.
press escape as well, but I need to press escape to skip the intro.
Okay, interesting.
So let's see who will win this contest on this map. Probably. If Scandia manages to get second or third. Third place would be an even with Tails then, right? Yeah. So he needs to be first or second to be really safe to win this, otherwise Tails can snipe him on the last map.
Right, and I mean, there's a good chance it happens, because, I mean, Tails seems to have the fastest time here, and if he doesn't make a mistake, and that's a big if, right? This map, while it doesn't seem hard on the surface, right, we are underwater, considering the fact that what these tiles are made of, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We're trying our best here to make it seem like a bathroom, I would say, no?
Tails may be able to snipe Scandia's winner place here, by the way. Tails seems way more consistent there on this than Scandia is right now.
I do like where Dave is as well. Dave had a very nice finish in 2nd place, and it really helped him get up into 3rd place. It was very important, but there's still 2 more maps. So I would say for him to secure his 3rd place here, all he needs is another top 3 position, and no one behind him will really be able to catch up with him. Unnamed in 4th place, but barely ahead of Kekeboy, Hazard, and Raiba, who are practically tied at this point, right? Hazard and Raiba are... Kekeboy and Hazard, my bad, are tied at 60, but
yeah, exactly.
Raiba in behind by 1 point, and Unnamed is only ahead by 1 point. So that 3rd to 8th place, once again, separated by only 9 points, which in this case, I mean, Hugo showed us that 9 points can be lost in 1 round.
Yeah, that means we may be able to not see Scan win this. It depends on what he does now. and what everyone else does, of course. But Scandia's not a set winner yet, even though he has a really awesome play here on the last maps. But on this one, he seems to struggle.
When you look at the local records here, you could see that everyone has at least a 7-minute time, except for Hugo and Unnamed. So hopefully both of those players have played the map in offline mode, right? Because you don't want to have an 11-minute time if you're Hugo once again. And if you're if you're Unnamed, you don't want a 15-minute time because you're not going to be finishing with that 15-minute time. So
well, yeah, that would be pretty awkward. But they should be able to
awkward.
finish, right? Wait, let's see, where are they? Hugo is here, okay, and yeah, Unnamed is definitely going to finish. Hugo is pretty much the last place by a big margin, I would say.
Did he not play?
It seems like this 11-minute time may be his PB and he didn't practice this anymore. It may be.
That is not looking good for him because he was in 3rd place. And there was a good reason why he was. He was very, very fast. And I mean, it showed that he didn't practice the last map all too much, right? And he made so many mistakes, and he really needed a good map here. And if that 11-minute time is his best, he might not even be able to finish if someone gets a sub 7-minute time.
Sub 7. That's gonna be a hard one to do in finals, according to what I saw in the last rounds. Those players have really sick times, but their final rounds aren't their peak of gameplay.
You say that, and we're gonna see someone get a world record here.
Yeah, probably, because now I counter-jinxed them.
Right, exactly.
Now Tails and Scanner will both do a 650 flat.
650 flat. Could you imagine? Just a head-to-head battle, no one makes a single mistake, and they stay neck and neck the entire time.
That would be awesome.
Wheel to wheel, axle to axle.
Exactly same inputs driving in each other.
No. No techno, no Riolu here, please. Thank you.
Not slowing down, simply testing, you know, just letting the same test run on both accounts.
Right, exactly.
Just extracting the inputs of Tails' world record and then putting them into account.
And then doing some slight adjustments every here and there.
Yeah. Like by 1 millisecond in each turn or something, so it isn't completely obvious.
I have been liking what I've seen from the task community, though, for TMNF. These world records have really gone down a lot in the campaign, especially.
Yeah.
Right? So you see a lot of really, really weird, obviously task-only things, but there have been RTA viable tasks that have been done. Meaning RTA meaning runner. So you can do it in a speed run, or if you're trying to get the world record on that map, right? It's available to actual players. So if you so those tasks are very, very instrumental in showing, well, this is the limit of this map, right? This is the human limit to this map.
Yeah, exactly. Hellfest is doing one of those ways now with A13 speed. He made a test with a weird backslide into a border bounce to get into the last boosters that lead to the finish. And he's managing to do it as a real player now, instead of Taz only. He got really close to doing it yesterday, and he will probably do it in the next few days, because he got so close. Really, really close.
And it all comes down to consistency, right? And it's the same thing as Kaki. You were talking about playing Kaki earlier, how I think it's more of a challenge thing, right? And that's maybe because of the Geometry Dash community where I come from. We have a lot of challenge levels that are practically like you have frame perfect inputs while playing at 240 FPS.
Yeah.
Right? That's the kind of community we are. We have 2-minute long levels where you have like 50 clicks that are frame perfects, right? So it's very intense in that sort of sense, where a lot of players will have challenges that are frame perfect inputs, and you need to play on 240 FPS, right? So to have movement like that in TMNF, it doesn't really faze me because I know that it can get consistent. Right? If you were to play it enough, if you can put enough attempts into it, enough tries, enough time, it can get consistent, and you could actually probably do it multiple times. It's like a Neo slide.
Yeah. Weber just left the game.
Uh-oh.
Saying the F word before he did so.
Maybe some that's not good for Germany.
Definitely not. I have no idea why he just left.
Well, he has 3 minutes to join back in, and in those 3 minutes, shall I leave you for two of those minutes? I think I should get myself some water.
Yeah, you can of course do that.
All right, I'll go do that while this warm up is still live, and yeah, let's hope Reba comes back.
Let's hope. I really wonder what happened to him. Saying the F word and just quitting is never a good thing, but I wonder if it's like electricity outage or he spilled his coffee or something. I'm wondering if he comes back. It would be a shame if he doesn't, because he's really close to getting 3rd place even if he wants to. Weber should be able to get 3rd place if he goes head on head with Dave. Sure, so he really should join back. Scan finished, Tails finished, Dave finished, Unnamed finished, Keke finished, Hazard finished. Weber left, Hugo is still playing, Yua is playing, Locks out finished, Xerox finished, Skiz left. And that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. So it's Yua finishing right now. What did you say? Weber today, now TM takes years to load. Oh, so Weber is trying to reconnect right now, but TM takes ages to load, it seems. Let's hope he manages to reconnect before live round starts right now. Oh, that was the last finish. So Weber is out for this live round, sadly. Because he quit the game. Weber just reconnected. Is he fast enough? Is Weber fast enough? No, he wasn't fast enough to participate in the last round. So let's see who gets a nice start. Scandia, Dave, Yura and Keke get a really nice start. Hazard is also... No, Hazard didn't get it. So it's Tails, Dave, Keke and Scandia right now. With Yura Yo-Yo being in 5th place.
Kaiba has also joined back, as well as I have.
Yes, he managed to join back, but he got a late start because of it.
You know what? It's fine. Hugo retired?
Yes, he retired by accident.
Why do you not unbind the retire button?
I don't know. Hugo did really weird stuff in this last 3 maps, sadly. He had a real chance to get 2nd or 3rd place if he just didn't fail those things.
Right. It's so weird. I don't know if he's throwing?
I think he just doesn't take it that seriously. I mean, it's a community contest, right?
Right. He was paid to throw.
Paid to throw by Scandia because he couldn't win otherwise. Imagine.
PayPal'd.
Yeah.
PayPal.
So it's...
What is that called when someone throws like that? Is match fixing. There you
go.
Yeah,
match fixing.
Hugo's match fixing. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So it's Tails in front with a slowdown. Scandia right behind him. You were Yo-Yo being in 3rd place. Dave just overtook him, so Dave is in 3rd place now.
Oh yeah, and Scandia is very, very close too.
Yeah.
So that slowdown really affected Tails there, but Tails has a solid lead, 2 seconds ahead, I would say.
Problem is, Scandia is sitting at 78 points and Tails is at 75, which means even if Tails gets 1st and Scandia goes 2nd, Scandia still wins. They need 3 more players in between those two, or at least 2, in order to have a tiebreaker.
Is there not another map after this one? I thought
no, it's the 5th one.
Okay, that's it. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, exactly. It's the last one. At least if there's no tiebreaker. I've lost
count of how many maps there were. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Tails, he keeps on clipping, and he's losing more ground to Scandy there. Oh, that is rough for him. But I really like this map. So far, just visually speaking, this is my favorite map as well. Nice. So the fact that this map just visually looks so good.
I wonder why you like those kitchen things so much. Or like in the bathroom, the tiles in the bathroom. Why do you like them so much?
I don't know. It just looks so nice. It looks like a. There's a reason why you put those in your house, right? There's a reason why your bathtub looks
Because
like
they
that.
are
There's a
easy to
reason why
clean.
Right, because they're easily clean, but they also look nice.
Oh, Tails is managing to get a...
catch up. Woo,
He's catching
they're
up
neck
to
and neck.
Scandia.
Let's go, Tails. Comeback season. Except there's still like 5 more minutes left.
Yeah, true. So there's still a lot of room to cover. Dave is in 3rd place, yes. But already like 15 or 20 seconds behind those two. In 1st and 2nd place. So probably nobody will be able to go in between Tails and Scan on this map.
Oh man, I mean, it is quite the map to play, right? Visually speaking, but it doesn't look as though it's Scanty's map. I do want to say that it looks like Tails is a bit better, but there's so much clipping to be done, right? This map has a lot of weird clips in it.
Yeah, it's a lot of really weird lines, because all of that which they are playing are dirtles, you just don't see it because of the mod. And dirtles are always bugging around like crazy. This is the best ever built dirtle map in existence. Like literally, people name it RPG of the year already. Just because it's so hard to build with dirtles to make it smooth.
And this came out when? This came out a few months ago, I'm guessing?
No, it was built for the contest. Same for all the other maps.
Okay.
So all of it got released 2 weeks ago.
Oh, released 2 weeks ago. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't known until the contest started. All 10 tracks are built for the contest itself.
Interesting. Tails and Scandia are having a very, very nice fight. It really shows that one player has the advantage on one part of the track, and then the other player does as well. That's what's keeping them so close. But I think that Tails just is making less mistakes overall. The mistakes he is making are a lot bigger than Scanty's, which allows him to get back at Tails.
We have a nice battle between 4th and 8th place though. There are 4 players right next to each other, with Hazard, Unnamed, Kekeboy and Locksout battling it out. Unnamed being in 4th place.
So Unnamed in 4th, Kekeboy is in 5th. I see that. Who's in 3rd, actually?
Oh, Hazard is in 4th now and Unnamed is in 5th. My bad.
Okay. Kekeboy falls down. Oh, Locksout is actually up there in that fight as well.
Yeah, everyone is just here, battling it out.
That's good for Locksout, because
oh, Hazard failed! Hazard failed, he has to go for a weird strat here. So it's pretty much Scan and Tails battling it out for 1st and 2nd, and then everyone else is in 1 pack. Well, Dave is in 3rd, pretty much.
Is Dave in 3rd? Okay, so Dave... If Dave is in 3rd, then he's secured his 3rd place finish. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
If then you look behind, it's all about 4th place. It's very important for Unnamed, Keke, or Hazard to get that 4th place, so they can get 4th place overall. You look at Locksout and Yura, it all depends on who comes in first between both of them, and right now, Locksout is actually very far ahead of Yura, so Yura has to hurry it up a bit, because Locksout, I think that's the map he played the most, apparently.
Well, who knows, to be honest? Nobody knows. But as long as it seems... wait, does that mean first 3 places are already set?
I think so. I think first 3 places are already set. It's impossible for Dave to get into the top 2. But I think it's pretty much impossible unless Dave really makes a massive, massive blunder here to lose out to Unnamed here.
I mean, Locksout just overtook Unnamed. Good job, Tails. Nice finish.
Locksout
and Scandia is already there, so... Those 2 are set for 1st and 2nd place. Scandia getting most points overall, Tails being in 2nd after it. Probably so Dave in 3rd.
Scandia as well.
Yeah.
That's GG, right?
Dave should be far. Yeah, Dave finished 3rd, right?
Dave finishes. There you go. Let's see. Hazard in is Hazard in 4th? It seems like he is. No one's ahead of him.
Yeah, it is. It's Hazard and then Unnamed.
All right. So Hazard, he'll come in 4th place. Actually, he'll be tied with Unnamed. if unnamed keeps 5th place. So that's very good for Hazard. We're gonna have a last map here.
Is it a
Hazard
tie?
and unnamed are tied. Yes, they're
Yes,
going to be
okay.
tied at. They're going to be tied at 77 points. Locksout is going to be in 10th place behind Yura. Yura finishes in 6th place. Very good for him. Good positioning. He will not finish ahead of. Oh, he will finish ahead of Hugo. He finishes in 8th. That's so good for him. Does Oh wow, Hugo and Locksout are tied on 9th place. And yeah, Hazard and Unnamed are tied in 4th place at 77.
Let's see. Is there... Yeah, we need to do a tiebreaker between Hazard and Unnamed. There needs to be a tiebreaker so we get an indefinite 4th and 5th place. So let's ask those two players which maps they wanna play. And then we have one last round to make sure who is 4th and 5th place.
Well, how many maps are there in total?
10. But it's going down to 5 because players voted for 5 maps in finals.
Right, but how many maps were there in total for the competition?
10. It got 10 bit. Okay. Yeah.
So, how many players are currently in? 11 players, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here's what I would do, actually. I would ask the other 9 players what maps to ban. And you'd be left with 1 map left for the tiebreaker to take place on. That's just my suggestion, but of course it's your tournament, right? So do it your way.
I'm just gonna ask those two because they need to play them, right?
Right.
So that makes sense.
I mean, I just have a suggestion, right? And you don't need to do anything with the suggestion.
Alright, they wanted random. They wanted to be random, so I'm gonna do that. Doing it on stream as well, of course, so nobody can complain.
What should be the same map that we just played? It's possible.
Well, let's see. Random.org. Boop.
1 to 10.
1 to 10? Well, 1 to 5 to be honest, because there are only 5 maps on the server anymore.
Oh, okay, yeah. Makes sense.
So, let's see. I'm gonna do /list, and those IDs which are shown there are what we're gonna play. So 1 to 5, generate. Boop. It's 2. What is 2? 2 is GLaDOS Revenge.
Okay. Well, I hope they're happy with their decisions.
Hazard is... Hazard is molding. Alright.
Well, that is...
That's unfortunate, but he decided he wants that.
Yeah, he decided for the random map, and the random map generator, well, screwed him over.
Whoop. Alright, let's go for the tiebreaker. Let's see if Hazard or Unnamed gets 4th place.
Is there going to be a warm-up, or is it going to be instantly live?
As they can just retire if they don't want warm-up.
Alright.
The warm-up is going to end if there's nobody playing.
You can write in chat, because that's what...
oh yeah, sure.
Just ask. I'm still loading into the Portal 2 map. What's the map called?
It's GLaDOS Revenge.
GLaDOS Revenge. Interesting. Ba-bum.
Hugo choose the boot me comment, alright.
By the way, I understand why people don't play with the music on.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've had the music on for the entire time, so it doesn't bother me. The casual player experience.
Alright, so we are having 8.5 minutes now, or 9 minutes of warm-up on the same map again, which we already saw. So... What, did your game just crash again?
Yes.
Nice.
This map crashes my game.
Well, that's awkward. But at least Hazard and Unnamed aren't crashing and are pretty much close to each other, so that's nice.
So I guess this map in itself is just too big for me.
Yeah, maybe. It's the biggest map of the tournament, so maybe regarding what your settings are, it may just crash because it's simply too big. Also, we got quite a lot of players on here, so that's also something to account for.
Alright, I remember the password without looking. Let's go.
A good job. Please don't try that on my account, by the way.
I will not.
Nice, thank you very much. But my account password is even easier, so yeah.
Without the numbers?
Let's not talk about it.
Okay, I do want to be honest. I'll share a password story of when I was a kid. Back when I was like 5, 6 years old, my mom made me a Hot Wheels account. For the because this Hot Wheels was it the website for Hot Wheels games doesn't exist anymore, but it was run by Mattel itself, right, at the time, and it actually had everything that you would want, right? Every Hot Wheels game you could think of was there, and I thought that was great, right? I really loved that. And the password, right? I was 5, 6 years old, right? I couldn't remember a password for my life. So my password was literally three letters. That's it.
Well, I mean, as long as it works, right? My Minecraft account also just simply has 6 numbers from 1 to 6, so yeah.
What is this, Spaceballs? I don't know if you ever watched that movie.
Yeah, I did.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, that's the same password as for my suitcase.
Everyone just having the same password, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great.
Okay, the password is super secret. You ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My goodness, that's the same password as I have for my luggage.
Yeah, it's just awesome. I need to watch Spaceballs again, but it's so sad to watch movies alone. I just don't feel like it. Is everyone else playing, by the way, or can I can just force back kicker, right? Yeah, okay. Whoop. He's gone.
Bye! Have a wonderful time!
So let's see what happens on Unnamed. I mean, Hazard hates this map for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but alright. Everyone has his own taste, right? So maybe he just retires, to be honest. It may be really much possible that he simply retires if he fails like 3 CPs.
Oh, man, I'm still curious. Tails, maybe you know how Unnamed has his name like this? Because your name, for me, his name is, this player is not connected via internet, right? And that's written in German for Mr. Strawberry there. So
yeah,
is it like something that can normally happen, right? Can you make it happen yourself, or is it like a very specific bug? Because obviously it has to be like the game giving you that name. It's not a name that he's actually given himself.
Yeah, he doesn't know as well. All right.
Oh man, it's such a smart name though. I don't know if. Oh man, that's a nice bug. It's a nice bug. It just translates.
It's a bug. Yeah, it's not a bug.
Buddy has the same. Really? Interesting.
Yes, what?
Buddy has the same apparently.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
What, his name translates to like another word for buddy in other languages.
Yeah, exactly. It's friend.
Huh. Interesting.
For me, it's Freund.
Like, let's say for French, right? His name will change to ami or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
For me, it's Freund. Okay. So yeah, it's the same for his name as Unnamed did.
It doesn't really sound like a bug then. It sounds like he actually said it to that. But how to have your name translate to other people?
It's really weird. I have no idea.
It must be a very secretive thing.
I mean, I never asked him personally because I don't want to ask him. Pretty much, that's the only reason.
You don't want to seem like you're bothering him.
Yeah. Oh, Hazard is in front, right? Yeah, he is by quite a huge margin right now.
It's warm-up. It doesn't really matter, but...
But true,
maybe...
but he hates this map, so it's nice to see that he just didn't retire or fail everything.
You say that. that
yeah,
ride was...
I shouldn't have said that, right? I shouldn't have said that.
That ride was sketch, but I mean, he's still ahead by quite a bit. I'm
yeah,
sure
exactly.
okay, yeah, Unnamed is just practicing a part that he's had a hard time with. That's what he's doing.
Oh yeah, sure. He also had a head start, Hazard, because Unnamed didn't want to warm up and he just started 10 seconds later or something.
True, actually. Tails was the only one we weren't able to jinx, really, right?
Yeah, true.
I think we only jinxed... Well, Scanty, we didn't really jinx that much either. We weren't really able to.
Yeah, Tails and Scan were just super consistent because I practiced the most, obviously.
They were just consistent. They were Mr. Consistence.
Yeah, exactly.
Both of them.
Mr. Consistencies.
Nah, we tried to jinx you so many times, Tails. You just never got jinxed.
But that means he also got the best commentary of his runs, pretty much, because you said so many optimistic, positive things about his run, but he just never failed.
But that's the thing, right? Is that he never really did anything to not deserve praise, right?
Yeah, true.
You look at Xerox and you see, well, internet troubles, right? So you couldn't really look at him play,
True.
right? And that one map where he finished it very well, it was hard to really praise him because you couldn't really look at him play. So it was rough. But for many of the players, like Hugo, right? The first two maps, he was in third, fourth place, right? So for him, it was very nice. But then afterwards came the next three maps, and as you said, he just really failed on those. And that's all we could talk about, really, because we weren't really focused on him in the first two maps. And when we wanted to get focused on him because he was in third place,
he failed the last three maps completely. I'm not sure why and why he retired the last round, but alright, that's on to him. Also, there are quite a lot of people missing who qualified.
You said there were 27 people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Who qualified? And how many showed up? 11 showed up?
Yeah, 12, right?
12?
I think 12.
Interesting. Also, are you sure that Unnamed is not ahead of Hazard?
I'm not sure
I think
anymore,
Unnamed
to be honest.
is ahead of Hazard.
No, he's not. He's definitely not. He's like 1 minute behind.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I could see it. This is the ending.
Good job. You managed to realize. But yeah, maybe Hazard takes a win on this one, even though he really doesn't like the map.
Does fourth even win anything? Tell him love and attention.
I'm not even sure anymore. Wait, let me check. Yeah, I mean, yes, he does because it's a top 5 tournament. But I don't know what exactly anymore. Like 10 euros or something? I think 10.
That's not very what is it? How do you want to say it? Is it 15? Tails
yeah, 15. It's 15.
I'll take 15.
Well, I'm a good organizer, right?
You're such a good organizer. Maybe 20 because of the skin.
Oh yeah, he made me my skin, which I'm using, and I use for all the replays. That's why he's saying that. He made the skin for it.
So 5th place is 10. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's 10 or 15 pretty much. So let's see who of those two fail more. Good luck, have fun.
So, into spectator mode we go.
And now we have a 9-minute battle to get 4th place as a tiebreaker. Why did it have to choose the longest map?
Well, people wanted to play this map like multiple times, right? So
well, that's
there
true.
There you go. You got your wish.
Yeah, there were people who wanted to play all the maps 3 times each. That would be a 24-hour tournament.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like all 10 maps, 3 times each.
Yeah, it
That'd be
would be
crazy.
impossible pretty much.
So good luck, have fun to all the to both players, right?
Yeah, it's just a tiebreaker, so we only have 2 players. But
So
Hazard is failing and clipping every corner, so...
He's being a hazard to himself. No, that's not a funny joke? Okay.
But yeah, there were people who wanted to play all the 5 maps 3 times each, and there were also people who wanted to play all 10 maps a couple times each. So, if I did that, the contest would have been over 12 hours at least. If I used all 10 maps instead of 5.
I mean, it's still a very nice map, right? And it doesn't exactly feel like there's filler anywhere. Like, there are some maps where it just feels like, okay, well, you added this in for no real reason. It could have just ended here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's a really nice map. Like, it's not a problem that it's the longest one, because it doesn't feel like it.
Right, exactly.
Also, it uses those blue walls a couple of times, and I love blue walls, so it's the best map of the contest anyway.
I mean, that part right there is my least favorite part, the dirt mountain there.
Nah, you have no idea. It's the best map, it has blue walls. See? It's a blue wall.
You know what? That's why you don't like Trackmania 2020, because it doesn't have blue walls.
It doesn't have blue walls, wait. It doesn't have one?
I don't think it has a specifically blue wall.
It has no wall of platform blocks like the ones surrounding it?
I think there are, but I think they're red, they're not blue.
Well, I don't mind about... Can you drive on them?
Yeah, you can.
Well, then it's fine.
Okay, but they're not blue, that's all I mean.
Well, it doesn't matter, but I like the style of using those walls. So if there would be no blue walls in TM 2020, I would just skip Keki and not play it.
But yes, there are those blocks. I mean, you can paint them blue, but if you were making it from just the regular editor, right, without opening up paint or doing any custom blocks, because you can do custom blocks just like in TMNF, right? You would not be able. You'd only have the red ones, right?
Hez is catching up, by the way. He's only 5 seconds behind, unnamed.
So, Unnamed making 3 big mistakes there. And you say 5 seconds, that's now turned to like 2 seconds, no?
I didn't watch Unnamed say it, I was at Hazard. But no, it's not. It's not 2 seconds, it's more.
Okay.
It's like 6 or 7 even.
Okay, because Hazard did not make the same mistakes that Unnamed did, and Unnamed got 2 big slowdowns.
No, it's 4.5 around.
Ooh, is that gonna cost him time?
Yes, did it? Oh yeah, Hazard is catching up, definitely.
Ooh,
it may be a nice battle for 4th place in the end.
So you're looking at Hazard right now, or
yeah,
you're looking at Unnamed? Yeah. So I'm gonna look at Unnamed. You're gonna look at Hazard.
All right.
Tell everyone if there's a big mistake coming out from Hazard.
Nah,
Unnamed,
Hazard is a pro. He doesn't fail, right?
Right. Hazard has never failed when we
exactly, and he will definitely not bug on this landing and fail the pipe up. He just bugs the landing.
Oh no.
At least he didn't fail the pipe afterwards.
That'd be not fun if that happened.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to jinx anyone, which I already did like 10 times today.
So Unnamed going up onto the massive jump here.
Ooh, Hazard may have failed. Ooh, he's able to make the jump.
Oh, barely though.
Yeah, barely.
Barely. As what is
Unnamed is getting a slow. He's doing
Unnamed!
Unnamed failed. His line was super awkward to take. What was that?
He's not far behind. I mean, there's still like 3 minutes left to go, right? So, not the most amount of time possible, right? But he's not far behind unless he makes a massive mistake. But neither of them have reset at this point.
Yeah, it was just Unnamed taking a really awkward line there for some reason.
They're still in the 8-minute 30 range, which is very good when it comes to this map. Hazard making a small mistake there, allowing Unnamed to catch up.
Yeah, Unnamed catching up. Both going for same lines.
I mean, why wouldn't you, right? If it's the fastest line, you better.
I mean, ask Tails why he doesn't use the fastest lines, right?
Because he doesn't need the fastest lines. He's still faster anyway.
True.
His car is faster because he has the better gaming chair.
Yeah, true. Maybe he's using some weirdo tech, who knows?
His car is 10% faster than everyone else's.
Imagine how broken that would be.
That would be so broken. Oh, Hazard, he doesn't fail that wall ride like he did in the warm-up, so that's good for him.
Yeah, both going really consistent right here.
Yeah, both of them are so good. They've not made... Well, they both made some small mistakes that have cost them maybe 3-4 seconds, but not massive restartable mistakes. And we're heading into practically the final part here. Into the mouth we go, into the big jump. And they're neck and neck. They're separated by less than 3 seconds here. Oh my goodness.
Oh, let's see who takes this blue wall. Let's see. Maybe someone dies here. They are in each other. It's the exact same. Oh my god. Haze. Oh, Unnamed did it a little bit better, but they had the exact same pace right there on that blue wall.
They had the exact same pace.
Oh my god.
Left to go.
What's going on here? Why is it so close? Unnamed is doing the roof hit while Hazard doesn't. Hazard having more speed.
Yeah, the roof hit seemed to have slowed him down quite a little bit. And Hazard, he's just ahead still, but he's got more or less speed than Unnamed when it comes to right at this current moment. And so Unnamed catching up just a little as we see Hazard jumping in through. There's how much time is left, you would say, as we head into the big
Hazard is failing! No, he failed the flip!
Oh, no, Hazard!
He had to respawn! Unnamed is writing XD while playing. Oh no! It's also almost the end. Oh no!
How can you BM like that if you're you might just get
Unnamed failing also. Imagine Unnamed has to respawn now. Oh no!
Unnamed respawns at this point after writing XD in chat. It will be the biggest karmatic justice I've ever seen in my life. And everyone will have, like, justice boners.
Yeah, exactly. He would somewhat deserve to back now in some weird place. I don't want to jinx him, but I don't know.
Maybe a random Uber bug sends him to space.
Flying out of the map.
Yeah.
Into a wrong CP so he can't even respawn.
Just
I mean, Hazard may be able to catch up if Unnamed goes really slow.
I mean, Hazard is not that far behind. He's
still
exactly. Only like 10 seconds behind.
But right? Yeah, it's... he's not so far behind. If Unnamed goes really safe...
Yeah, but it's the ending, right?
Alright. So Unnamed is taking it. Because Hazard failed the flip.
Is he going to make the same mistake as Xerox did? No, but he's going to slow down on the boosters. What a Keck W player.
Yeah, sad.
Hazard is
he's just instantly rage quit.
Yeah.
Well, he's mad.
Why wouldn't he be? I mean, he lost out on €5. Wouldn't you be mad about €5?
Well, that's true. But they were so close to each other until Hazard failed that flip for some reason.
That would have been enough that time by Unnamed there to get second place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that is absolutely sick on his end. That is an incredible time, and it was great to be with you and with everyone else here. So thank you very much for making this tournament possible. Thank you very much for bringing me over, and thank you to everyone for watching.
Nice. I like that you made a little... It's not an introduction. What's the opposite of an introduction?
I'll tell you right now, it's not an outroduction. It's an outro.
It's an outro, yeah, true. Yeah. Nice that you did a small little outro. I appreciate you being here and doing this with me, even though it's not TM 2020 and not your usual racing style. So that was pretty fun.
I'm not gonna say that's the exact same game, but for me, it's a racing game, and as long as the goal is to get from point A to point B, both games to me will be pretty much the same in terms of that.
Yeah, exactly. So that was that. Exactly. So we got Scandia in first, Tails in second, Dave in third, Unnamed in fourth, and Hazard on fifth place for the top 5 placements.
That is absolutely sick. Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations on your winnings. And hey, maybe I could do some more TMNF in the future. Who knows? But I think I got a good taste of TMNF here. And I'd be glad to do some more. It's not because the game is older by any means that I do not like it. For sure, 100%, I do like this game a lot. I have played it in the past, like I said. I played it before I really jumped into Trackmania 2020. Because I wanted to see what this game was all about, right? This is the original game. And this is actually how I figured out that Trackmania 2020 existed.
It's the one and only game, let's be real here. There's no other Trackmania edition like this one. It's by far the superior one. In every way.
That sounds like an opinion piece.
It's not an opinion, it's a fact, alright? There's stuff in TM2 which you can say bad stuff about, there's stuff in TM20 which you can say bad stuff about, but in TMNF everything is just perfectly balanced and bug-free and fun, and everything is working and the blocks are not bugging and glitching around at all, no. So yeah, it's completely fine.
Then again, TM 2020 has crashed my game so many times that I'm not even surprised or mad anymore when it does it to me. So I'm guessing TMNF just does it just as many times.
Well, you already crashed in this game, so
right,
you know.
Oh man!
But to be fair, you weren't the only one. Unnamed and Xerox also crashed.
True. So I will leave everyone to it. It is currently 14 o'clock for me, so I still haven't eaten yet. And I have a very, very, very hungry stomach.
Oh, so well, is that... Wait, you didn't have breakfast yet?
I didn't have lunch yet.
Oh, you didn't have lunch at 14. Oh no, how can you do that? You have to starve, right? Oh my god. You didn't eat for 5 hours, so you're gonna starve. Alright, go.
Go. No, but I'm at least gonna outro to everyone here.
Yeah, true.
So I'm gonna leave everyone to it. Thank you very much, everyone. And if you want to follow me, I do cast from time to time on my own channel, though not as much anymore. I normally do it on other people's channels since, I can't stream for shit. I'm not gonna lie, I can't really stream. I use Shadowplay to stream, which is not a really good service to use. So I'm relaxing when it comes to streaming on my own. I'm not normally going to do that, so whenever I'm streaming with someone, I'm always going to ask them if they can stream it for me.
Well, happens. But you should still link your channel, you know, so people know who you are and stuff.
Alright, I'll write something in chat. How about that?
Oh, wait, yeah, you can just pretty much say hello. Yeah, exactly, just say hello.
I read your mind. I read your mind.
Nice. I like that you're reading my mind. It feels a little bit weird, like you touched me in a weird place, but alright.
Don't worry, I've done this before. I've managed to say what people have eaten for lunch, while not even having them tell me. What did I have? Guessing you had schnitzel. That's what you had.
No, not even close.
It's the only German food I know. So
I'm on a gym diet right now, so it was rice, vegetables, and chicken.
Oh, so it's the same thing as when we talked to me for the first time.
Oh, well, true. It was the exact same meal, actually.
Same meal.
It was the exact same, yeah.
That's pretty funny. Okay, speaking of meals, I'm gonna go make some food. I don't know what I'm gonna be making, but I will be making food. So thank you everyone for coming around. And,
yes, thank you as well for being here.
Have a good day, everyone.
Sam, have a nice day. Alright, so Quantum is gone, and the contest is finished. So, what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna change back my scene. Let me do that real quick.